Hey everyone, Cell here. Welcome back to the Fresh Start Progress. I've had a little bit of back and forth on my goals here before the competitive period ends. It ends a week from tomorrow. Today's the 6th of November. Competitive period ends the 21st. Yeah, I know I'm dating the video. You're not supposed to do that or whatever, but I've had some back and forth on whether I want to go for like an overall rank or if I want to try to lock in like a top 100 archaeology or something. Specifically archaeology because it's probably my favorite skill at this point and it's one I enjoy doing quite a bit. So looking at the high scores right now, I'm obviously just past level 99 archaeology. To be in the rank top 100 at the moment, I would need 4 times as much experience. And I am currently, if I double check here, currently rank 206. So it's quite a gap between, top 200-ish and top 100. But I have some things that would require me to get a higher, or some goals I should say, slash ideas, that would require me to get a higher level of archaeology anyways. I was considering doing a very painful boost for those. But for the time being, I might just push some archaeology, see if I can climb a few ranks, and then, see if it's heating up to the point that I think I can't actually compete, and then if it is, just, switch to something else, or just go for general ranks, or see if I can actually make a push for that. There are a surprising amount of people with 200 mil archaeology right now, 12, which is a lot less than a lot of other skills. Let me take a look here real quick. I know you guys can't see anything, but for reference, fletching, much faster skill than archaeology by an order of magnitude. There are 2 people with 200 mil fletching, despite all the altscape and all that going on right now. So pretty crazy. Because that would be the main hindrance against, fletching being fast and other similar skills. But yeah, there's just a lot of people that are 200 mil archaeology. I mean, it's really AFK, so in that way it's not surprising. But yeah, top 100, still quite the competition in archaeology at least. But I do want to get 120 obviously before the event ends. And if I get high enough, get a free staff piece or whatever, that could be 80, 100 mil, that could help me out in other aspects as well. In addition to the method that I was thinking about doing for other skills that involves archaeology, would make me quite a bit of money as well. So yeah, just something to think about. I am a bit light on chronotes, but right now I'm doing harps for harmonic dust to pick up a crystal matic. I did buy the master archaeologist outfit for 250k chronotes, but I need another 250k for the matic upgrade. I don't want to do, a ton of post 99. If I'm going to get this eventually, I might as well get it before I do all of that. The matic of time and space, that is. So I'm trying to finish that out. I need about maybe an hour's worth of dust, and there's 38 minutes left on this Ithel hour, so hopefully I get a decent amount from that. I'll just keep going until I finish out. And then I believe I can afford a Dragon Matic. I had an offer in G still for 21 mil. And obviously that hasn't bought because they're worth a little more. I was just trying to see if I could snipe an overnight offer. But then I need chronotes. So at that point I'll either go and make some money and buy the chronotes, or just do archaeology until I finish off the chronotes myself. Today's a bit of an awkward day with, the day before further boosts. I can actually check the tab here. Let's see. We have 1 day until the week ticks over, and then we get 25, going from 175% XP to 200% XP for skills above 70, 35% material doubling, and 20% chance to double monster drop. So kind of an awkward stage where you don't want to do serious skilling today, and you don't want to do serious PVM stuff either, because you could double your drop if you do it tomorrow instead. So something like harps is something that you can do in the meantime that's not super impactful either way. And I might look at doing some quests as well, or do some kiln or something like that to get capes that I need. Well, I ended up procrastinating long enough that it is now Monday. The next XP boost is in effect. Actually, let me see what the next week's bonus is. Oh, yeah, that's pretty hefty. Going from 100% over 70, 125 under to 150 for everything in the last week. Very interesting. That seems to be the main thing. Tier 5 auras as well. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. It's going to be a pretty drastic boost in XP next week, but anyways, I just got my first brawling gloves from a Wilderness Flash event. Mining gloves, not the best, not the worst either. The probably way I'm going to use them is just do regular mining at the Bainite by Mage Bank in the Wilderness and put these on for rock opportunities. And see how that works. If I get tired of that, I'll just, burn through them the normal way or whatnot. But yeah, now we have increased XP rates and double drop chance, 20% right now. In the time that I was playing yesterday, I ended up making some money. Got myself a Dragonmatic, and I also did some AFKing for the harmonic dust I need, so 4k here. Let's go ahead and head over and make that. The Dragonmatic was about 35.5 mil, so pretty hefty there, but it's only like an hour and a half of making money for me with a pretty decent method that I'm still aiming to keep secret, but might reveal, well, will definitely reveal at some point, but probably not for a little while, just to be sure of things. I mean, I've expected the price of that moneymaker to go down for a while, but it just keeps going up, so yeah, I guess I'm surprised about that to begin with. Alright, here we go. Dragonmatic to Crystalmatic. Don't revert, close out of that. And I have the Chronotes necessary, so let's go ahead and make the Matic of Time and Space. Alright, let's check this out. Guildmaster Shop. Energized Meteorite Shard. Actually, I think I need to investigate this and do some research, so I'll have to come back to this later, but while I'm talking about archaeology, I have done some math. I've pieced together that using the monocle, the material manuals, and the archaeologist T is about a 35% XP boost if I did my math right, which means all three of those together cost 12,000 Chronotes an hour, which is about 2.5 mil right now, which means if I can make roughly 7.5 mil an hour or more, then it is worthwhile using them, like buying Chronos to use them, so I will be doing that. Just, I guess, a small note on efficiency there. Also, the herb boss update change came today, so I was kind of getting into the groove of farming before, and even more so now, so I've got some seeds going here. I'm planting Fellstalk at the moment. Got some Juju farming potions. Actually, those might have risen. I probably should have bought some more, but yeah, gonna check that out and see how that goes as well. Alright, the research is done. Let's see about making this thing. Been a while since I've done this. I think you gotta be next to this thing. Right, unequip that. I was gonna say I think it should keep my perks from the augmented one, and it did. There we go. Best Matic I'm gonna get. I mean, Tony's is obviously out of the question, so very nice to have that upgrade. Alright, got a couple more relics to unlock here, being Fury of the Small for increased adrenaline gain, and Bait and Switch, I think it's called, for fishing cooked fish for XP. So I might use that. Gonna try out like that and crystallize and whatever else, see what I'm feeling at the time, but for now I'm going to swap to I guess I can, and where is this one, swap to Fury of the Small, harness that instead of Shadow's Grace now, and I think I'm gonna give Zuck another try. So this is what I'm going in with right now. Basically the only half decent combat based things I have right now. Obviously the one for increased or 110% adrenaline or 10% saved from ultimates would be better, but those are much higher level archaeology, so this is what I'm going with for now. And this will be the gear setup that I'm using. Just obsidian, make sure I have the right helmet. Decimation, I got precise 6, or precise 5 rather. Everything else is worthless except mobile, which is why I'm fine dropping Shadow's Grace. The cooldown, the extra cooldown on whatever it's called, Surge, drawing a massive blank, should come in handy on the pizza phase, so gonna keep that around. And then summon this, scatter Powder of Penance, use blue blubbers if I have enough of them. I do, so yeah, gonna give this a shot. It's been about 2 weeks since I tried with Mage. My main problem was Sustain, which I hope Soul Split helps out with, or it should, because I can always flick and whatever else. And DPS was another problem. I've got 7 levels up on my Mage weapon and perks versus unperked. I am 12 levels lower in terms of the damage from levels, but hopefully that is overcome and a little bit more by decimation and perks. Alright, it's done. I did it. It was, as you can probably tell by the inventory, still not quite as easy as I would have liked. Actually, I guess I haven't done that much Zuck overall, let alone in limited gear, so yeah, that's my excuse for not doing so well. I did get a couple range levels, which was expected, and a few mil and loot here, but let me tell you, they were not kidding about the nerfs to herbs from lesser mobs. Like, look at all these seeds I got instead. Let's see. I think this chest gets a scroll bar, by the way. I don't think I missed anything or anything like that. Few mil and Alex, of course, some Elder Troves, the usual stuff, but yeah, herb stacks would usually be quite a bit higher, and I don't think you normally get all these seeds, but maybe I can take advantage of the update and sell these seeds for a decent amount. But either way, nice to get an igneous stone. I don't know if I'll use that one on range, actually. I should probably use it on whatever is going to make the next one easier, which currently I only really have range gear, so maybe I'll do that. But yeah, probably would have been quite a bit more manageable with the extra 10% damage reduction. I was at 45%, didn't do the toggle boost because I was pretty much out of toggle, so I didn't charge my ring either. Started at 1800 out of 4000, and I was just kind of hoping it would be enough, and luckily it was. So yeah, pretty nice to get that finished. I might upload the full run rather, sped up and whatnot, just for the sake of it, but yeah, pretty nice to get that out of the way. Now I have to do Kiln, which is significantly easier / more boring. Alright, here comes 102 Archaeology. Been at it pretty much all day, if you can even call it that. There's not much to be at, I guess. Just a lot of AFKing, really. But have determined, given how much I can make per hour when I focus on money making, it is worth using all 3 of these Archaeology boosts, especially with the outfit. Cost 12k chronotes an hour, which is just under 3 mil last time I checked, so that works out well enough for me. And yeah, doing a lot of the Dragonkin collections at the moment. Those are pretty good collections to do. This one in particular only has 4 artifacts in it, and the recurring reward is, I think it's a recurring reward anyways, for 75 Rex Skeleton Fragments, which is 35, 40k XP, something like that. Maybe more, actually. I might not be getting that right, but it's a decent chunk of XP. It's not affected by the bonus XP or anything, but still nice to have over the extra chronotes. You're essentially paying a few hundred chronotes for that amount of XP, which is an exchange I'm more than happy to make. The other one gives Anachronia resource packs at Sherigan here. Not sure it was worth it, but I went with it just in case I need them for some reason. And again, the chronotes aren't super valuable to me right now. One thing that is a little bit annoying is getting porters now. I want to make tier 5 porters with Radiant Energy and Ruby necklaces, except I couldn't instant buy Radiant Energy for a price I was willing to pay, let's say that. As a matter of fact, I instant sold a few hundred of it for 1,400 each, which is just ridiculous. Like, obviously, I didn't sell a ton at that, but a few hundred still is surprising. Shows you how low the volume is. So I had to step down a tier to Sign of the Porter 4 using Vibrant Energy and Emerald necklaces, which the Emerald necklaces were like 6k, which is still pretty nuts, but you know, I guess the cost is pretty small, all things considered. Alright, let's see what kind of XP drop we get from 275. Should establish some expectations. 157k, that is pretty massive. Another benefit of using the Archaeologist T for the extra XP while excavating is it affects invention item XP, so getting a much higher rate than previously for the tool and, you know, a higher tier than the Incantomatic, so 693k invention XP from that up to level 84. The extra invention levels from siphoning and such have gotten me to the point of being able to boost for more things, which is always a ridiculous amount of experience. Like, with the boosts, I'm essentially getting like a full item's worth of siphoning or disassembly for each thing I research. So, just flying through some of these levels here. Like, check this out. 190k, and that gets doubled to 380. Pretty insane. And there's the first Equilibrium 4 gizmo. I'll just save that for now, but figured I have the boost, might as well throw my one attempt at it. So, yeah, can use that whenever I do some combat. And here comes 92 farming. Should be able to use / raise my dragons now. I've got a bunch in the bank from the Wilderness Flash events, some from before they updated them to make them tradable, or to give the tradable ones anyways, so 2 there, 8 here, so I'm going to just fill every pen available with them, and then leave them in there until their Elder Stage, and not check them until next week. They take 168 hours to grow, which is exactly a week, and a week from now they will give more XP. Essentially, week 8, can check the bonuses here, will be up to timeline, it was just lagging. 150% XP boost versus 100 now, so a little bit more XP, and it's not like checking them intermittently is going to push me towards anything all that significant, so I'm just going to wait. They give 100 base XP each, which tallying that up makes it sound like they're going to give me 2.5 mil XP, which is pretty nice. Alright, here's a little something for you. About to get 103 Archaeology. And also 104 Archaeology. Done most of 102 to 104, or 103 rather. Just excavating stuff. I was getting about 260k an hour, which is pretty good for excavating, not including the skeleton fragments. So I've got quite a number of artifacts here to put together, so let's go ahead and do that. Yep, just been doing most of, or this Dragon King collection in particular. I think I mentioned it before. 75 Rex skeleton fragments is pretty good. It's like 36k extra XP, which means hang on a minute, I should turn on Wisdom Aura, if I can find it here. Supreme Wisdom, there we go. 2.5%, might as well. Gotta use it while I remember, rather, because I often forget, but I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, I determined that it was going to be better for me to stay at this spot than to, like, finish 103 and move on to the Keshik weapon rack or something. Just because of material concerns and the, obviously, skeleton fragments and such. Then if you're on Roar, it's worth coming back here anyways, so all that combined, I'm just like, might as well stay here and sit at the spot I like sitting at, I guess. And luckily the collection turn-in is right here, so let's go ahead and do this. Gonna have quite a number of these by the end. Oh, even one more set here. Really hope I have enough materials. I didn't double check or anything, but the 102 spot with the dragon burners and the flask is like 5/10 chance for dragon metal, 2.5 chance out of 10 for orthinglass, 2.5 out of 10 for orgon, if I am pronouncing that correctly. But the way it works out is you need a little more dragon metal than you end up getting based on some testing that I did. So I've been buying a little bit of that and a few other materials, slow buying in the GE because the prices are insane. I'm paying like 8K a material when I say that. So luckily don't have to buy too many, but I like to stock up and leave an offer in case somebody dumps some or something like that. Okay, based on one last look as I was restoring things here, I ended up with quite a bit more materials than I needed, which is good because I have extra artifacts beyond these complete collections. Alright, last set of things here. If you guys thought the XP drop from the previous turn-in was big, wait till you see this. Apparently the max percentage you can contribute at one time is 1%, which is 1,000 fragments. I'm just going to do 190 here. And then, holy crap, 110k, this is going to be insane. 1,000? 585k. That's pretty insane. Let's see here. 2148. So 6 minutes to go from 102 to 104 archaeology. Not too bad, I'd say. About close to 4 mil XP actually. I think I started at 18 mil archaeology today. So a bit more than I expected, but the top 100 for archaeology has kind of been going nuts. People have been, I swear I looked the other day and it was 52 mil to be in top 100 XP. And today it was 62 or 64 or something like that. That is a lot of XP in terms of the difference there, so yeah, I might have to step it up, focus a bit more on that. I did do a little money making today as well. As for training, I think I'm going to stick where I'm at for now until the 105 spot, and then I believe with boosts, this one might be pretty self-sustaining as well. If not, the materials there are more common and you get them earlier than the Dragonkin stuff, so I might have an easier time buying them. Either way, it's nice to have the pretty self-contained excavation site there. Is that what it's called? Regardless, and I think at that point the 3 and 4 levels of difference respectively to those two spots are enough to overcome the difference from the skeleton fragments. Oh, just about missed that because I realized my OBS settings were not showing my microphone as being active, so had to quick fix that. But there's 85 Slayer. I'll say that's a bit of prep for next episode. Just doing my Greater Demons task. If I flip this open here, I've only done 2, or this is my second task overall so far. I don't even remember what the first one was. I've had this one forever, basically, but yeah, these Greater Demons are, really fast XP, but it's kind of a pain to find a world, and the task is just ridiculously slow. So yeah, I don't know how keen I am on coming back for more of these if I end up going for 99 or 120 Slayer, which I have been thinking about post competitive period. But yeah, pretty fast, and using the dedicated Slayer aura gives a 10% chance to not have your task count reduced, so yet more demons to slay. They're like 25k Slayer XP apiece right now with the boost, so not too bad all things considered, but you take so long to kill them. It does work out to be like, close to a mil or over a mil depending on your kill speed, XP per hour that is. But yeah, I guess that's all my comments as far as that goes. Not probably not going to pick up another task after this one, just let it sit there for a while. Back again for one more level before the end of the video. Finishing off 106 Archaeology, bit of a jump there. Got a level throughout the day, moved to the painting spot at Everlight, and yeah, did that until now. Overshot this one by quite a bit, which I didn't expect to or intend to, because I want to move on to the next spot immediately. But yeah, that will pretty much conclude this video. I also, off camera, went and got 85 Slayer. I finished off my Greater Demon task, so second task complete, I guess. I had some ranging brawlers. They come with an amount of charges. Normally brawlers are used like, one action equals one charge. But for combat brawlers, it's based on the amount of XP you gain. And because you get so much combat XP in general, and especially from those demons, that I killed like 2 demons and the gloves were done. But I did buy a focus sight and whatnot. The focus sight was 3.5 mil, so not too bad there. Yeah, that was pretty much it. 85 Slayer, 91 range, couple levels there, which is pretty nice. Actually, hang on. Did I mention that already? I don't know. Everything's blurring together at this point, but I do have some plans for next episode that need some prep, but this one's running on and has been fairly focused on archaeology, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. As for the rank standings, sitting at 208 overall at 2370 total, so might bump up with that extra level, but closest things I have to top 100s right now are firemaking, invention, and archaeology. However, the archaeology top 100, the floor required to get in the top 100, has risen by, I think it was like 6.5 mil XP today, and I have definitely not gained that much. Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be able to keep pace or overcome the current 45 mil XP gap, but like I said, just generally enjoying it, and the archaeology cape is something I want anyways. And ultimately I think anything I can't transfer to my Iron Man is going to have a lot less value to me personally, and I'm pretty sure you can't transfer halos, even though they said you could, based on some things people have posted online. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Feel free to give it a like, comment, or subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Peace. How come you can't walk around this? You can't step on this tile? That's weird. Alright then.